Hi AYP gang, and thank you for joining me here again. Today I wanted to discuss fat phobia, what it is and what it isn't, and kind of want to discuss something that I've been seeing lately online. So the thing that kind of prompted this was a TikTok video I saw where a woman was saying that if you're working out purely for aesthetic reasons, then you're being fat phobic. And I just kind of wanted to give you my 2 cents on the matter. A little more background about myself. When I went to college, I studied exercise and wellness. I was an American College of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer. I worked with people who were athletes. Worked in a gym that focused primarily on training triathletes. And then I went into business for myself for a short period, training people who were between morbidly obese and super obese. Those people tended to be so large that they either didn't leave the house because they were embarrassed or ashamed, or physically could not leave the house because they couldn't get through the door. It's a very sad place to be. I hope that no one watching this is ever in that situation, and I hope that if you are in that situation that you know that there is a way out and you can improve your life. It just takes time and commitment and patience, and you might need to see a doctor. In fact, I would recommend that you see a doctor if you are in that situation, because they can help you come up with a plan for starting the weight loss process and discuss any potential medical interventions that might be applicable to you. Just wanted to get that out of the way first before we jump into this. So I really disagree with what that person said. If you are working out purely for aesthetic reasons, then you're fat phobic. That's not what fat phobia is. Fat phobia is where you judge people based on their weight, judge people based on how obese you think they are, or say nasty things to them, do nasty things to them because of their size. That's fat phobia. Trying to implement policy in government to reduce people who are obese's access to services is fat phobia. A person working out because they want to look better, that is not fat phobia. I believe that desire to improve our looks is part of an evolutionary process. I think that when our eyes see something that they don't like and your brain says fix this, it might feel like it's for aesthetic reasons, but there are bigger things at play. And I'll get to that in a moment, but one thing that I wanted to say here is that when someone makes the decision to start losing weight, to start getting into shape, on average, it takes a person 2 years to get to that point. So when you're saying that a person is being fat phobic for making that decision, what you're potentially doing is trying to set them back from, on average, 2 years of working up the nerve to actually do something about their weight. When a person is fat phobic, they're judging a person based on what they look like right now, instead of looking at their entire life. We can't look at somebody's entire life. It's too big. You will never understand in full someone's journey through life. So by judging them based on what they look like right now, you're ignoring everything from their past, everything that led them to the point they're at now where they're overweight. And you're potentially harming them from getting better in the future because they might feel like they're going to be judged if they go out in public and go to the gym or go for a walk around the park. They might not be willing to open themselves up to that type of ridicule because it's very hard to overcome those hurdles. I found that a lot of the trouble that people have when they're obese, when they're morbidly obese, is mental more than physical. Sure, there are certain conditions which exacerbate weight issues, but from my own experience, a lot of it's just mental, and that's not knocking the mental aspect of it. It's a great big giant thing, and it's a huge hurdle to overcome. But when you knock someone who's trying to look better for aesthetic reasons, you're doing the same exact thing, and for the same exact reason, and in the same exact way. You're looking at what somebody looks like right now, and you are judging them based on one moment in time, because you can't understand their journey up to this point. It's the same thing. That woman making that comment is the exact same thing as fat phobia. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to touch on here, for anybody who is considering getting into shape, losing weight, improving their lives through increased physical activity and improved diet, you might be doing it for aesthetic reasons, and that is, in my mind, perfectly fine. But some of the potential benefits that you are going to incur along with that weight loss, along with the aesthetic thing, is reduced risk of heart attack, reduced risk of stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, osteoporosis. You're going to reduce your risk for several types of cancers by being in better shape, by having a smaller waistline. Eating a healthier diet will improve your gut health. It'll improve your colorectal health. Cutting out certain types of foods can actually decrease your risk of getting colorectal cancer. And as far as I remember, colorectal cancer actually kills more people than breast cancer. So it's a big deal to take care of your insides. Diet and exercise can also help you sleep better. I personally have suffered with insomnia for most of my life, and you know what? Now that I've started to get back into shape, I am sleeping better. I'm sleeping more restfully too when I do sleep. You also have better chance of being in a good mood. It increases your serotonin and I think decreases your oxytocin. I get those chemicals kind of confused sometimes, so I might be backwards there. And diet and exercise will also help improve your blood pressure. And lower blood pressure over a long enough time is going to improve your heart health. It's not fat phobia to want to look better, to want to feel better, to want to feel attractive when you look in front of the mirror, to want to look attractive for your partner. We all want to be loved and be accepted for who we are, and I hope that everybody out there can find someone who loves them for what they are and not for what they look like. Looks fade. Someone who's beautiful now might not be beautiful later. Someone who's in great shape now might not be in great shape later. Somebody who's able-bodied now might not be able-bodied later. All this is temporary. But you should consider improving your health. Anybody, everybody. If you're overweight, you should consider improving your health. If you're in great shape, you should consider improving your health. There's some aspect of your health that could use more attention. I guarantee it. And if it's not your physical health, then maybe it's your spiritual health. Maybe it's your psychological health. There's a lot of facets to your health, and it's not just about diet and exercise. It should be treated as a holistic thing. Anyway, I just mostly wanted to get that off my chest. I've been seeing that, and it's really kind of been bothering me lately. I would really love to have a discussion about this in the comments. I want to hear your opinion. Agree, disagree. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me where you are. Tell me, what your weight loss goals are and what your health goals are. Tell me what hurdles you have yet to overcome. I would really love to have a discussion, as long as we can remain conscientious of everybody. So, please like or dislike, subscribe, interact conscientiously in the comments section below, and may peace and blessings be on you and on those you love. Good night.